Hello YTPC, Joshua Stewart, Pipe Up North. Well, we got a very special video today. I'm recording the evening of March 3rd, Monday, March 3rd, 2025 right now. And today was 1 year ago that I posted my very first YouTube video as a presenter. So thank you for everybody. In that 1 year, gotten up to 703 subscribers, and this will be video number 162. So if you'd have told me a year ago that that's where I'd be at, I'd have said you were a liar, but here we are. So we'll be releasing this video probably on Tuesday morning, so that means we got a codger and a corn cob and tobacco tin Tuesday for you. Start right out. My corn cob is my first Missouri Meerschaum Country Gentleman. In it, got some Amphora Full Aroma. Now this is was made by McBaron. Let's see if I can read it here. Made in Denmark by McBaron Tobacco Company. Imported by Sutliff. And we all know what that probably means. So this is probably going to be no longer available, I would guess. I don't know. I don't remember that I saw it on the safe list, but I haven't had this Amphora Full Aroma in probably 6 months since I had it last. I don't know if I've ever had it on video or not, but for me it's okay. You know, as far as codgers, well, I don't know if Amphora is really considered a codger or not, but it's in a pouch, so we'll call it a codger. I think it was one of them that was widely available at drugstores and stuff. At least at one time it was. You know, it's okay. You know, it's I'm not gonna probably be seeking it out if it's no longer available. I've had a couple of the other Amphoras. The Virginia. Amphora Virginia. That one is pretty decent. I thought I had one other one too. I haven't had all of them. I think there's 5 different ones. There's the Full Aroma Original. I might have had Original. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. Pretty sure I have had the original. Full Aroma Original Virginia, and I think there's a Kentucky and an English. And I know I haven't had the English or the Kentucky. But this is actually the first pipe that I've had in a week. Or tonight was the first pipe I've had. I had a bowl previous to this of a different one because I've not been feeling well. I'm pretty much back now today finally. I'm not 100% yet. I still got just a little tickle in my throat once in a while for a cough, but energy-wise, I'm probably back up to about 90%, 80 to 90%. But man, I haven't I haven't missed a day of work because I was sick since before COVID. In fact, all through COVID, I never missed a day of work because I was sick. Never got pricked, and people all around me were having to. Well, of course, back then you had a sniffle and they'd make you stay home for 2 weeks. And I could have pretended I had a sniffle at one time or another too and gotten paid for 2 weeks to stay home, but that's not the kind of guy I am. But anyway, so yeah, I think when I made my last video a week ago that came out on our Tobacco Tin Tuesday with the Sir Walter last week, I had just a little hint of something coming on when I made the video. And then Tuesday morning, I wasn't feeling 100%, but it's like, I'm not going to miss work because I just feel a little off. I have, had minor things, but I haven't missed a day of work because of it. I trudged through all day on Tuesday. By after, well, morning wasn't too bad, but by afternoon, it's like I'm not feeling it, and went to bed right when I got home at the end of the day. I went to bed at 6 o'clock at night. Normally, I don't go to bed until midnight or after. Slept all through the night, and I woke up at my normal time on Wednesday morning. Is like I texted the boss. It's like, I'm not coming in today. Which has worked out okay because we're a little bit slow and waiting on some material for stuff anyway, so it'd probably just have me doing busy work and well, I guess you're always getting ahead on something else, even if you're not working on what needs to be working on. But so yeah, that was Wednesday that I didn't go to work. And Thursday I kind of felt a little bit better, so it's like, okay, I'll go into work today. Went into work and it wasn't going too great, and then I had a meeting and it wasn't too long of a meeting, half hour or so, and got done with the meeting and it's like, I think I'm gonna head home again. So went back home and slept the rest of the day and all night. On Thursday, I did put in a full day Friday, but I'll be honest, the company didn't get their money's worth out of me on Friday. But by Saturday, I was starting to feel a little bit better, and being all the kids were home and stuff, and got everybody's got a little bit older cars, so there's always maintenance and stuff due, and a couple of them do use a little bit of oil because they're older, high mile vehicles. So got 5 cars: my car, my wife's car, and then the 3 kids each have a car. So there's 5 of them. They were all parked in a row in front of the garage. So it's like, well, I'll go through and check all the vital fluids. And took me about a half hour, 45 minutes, and it was a beautiful day out Saturday. Cool compared to earlier in the week when it was, 30s and 40s every day. But the sun was out and there was no wind, and it was probably in the low 20s, so it was pretty nice out actually. But half hour, 45 minutes of just checking oil and topping off fluids on cars, and it's like, huh, I was beat again. So went back in. I didn't lay down, but I didn't do much, and this whole time I haven't been keeping up on videos either, so usually just watched whatever everybody else was watching in the house, because we've only got, I guess we've got 2 TVs in the house, but the one is kind of reserved for the kids for their gaming upstairs, and otherwise the main TV is, kind of do like the old days where everybody watches the same thing. So I didn't really get anything else done on Saturday, and then Sunday we had some church events in the morning, and then in the afternoon my son had a concert, and his college is, I don't know, easy drive away. I mean, it's not in town here, but kind of I think it's a little over an hour away. So went to his concert in the afternoon. It was nice because my parents were able to make it for it. It was, within an easy enough drive for them to make. And I don't know if I've shared too much or not, but my parents, they're in their 70s and they've both got health issues. And they weren't sure that they were going to be up to making it or not, but it was a nice day out, and they were feeling pretty decent on Sunday. They came to the concert too, and my son, he's a double major, and one of the majors is studio art, so he had an exhibit in the gallery at the college that was in the same building as the concert, so we were able to see his exhibit and stuff, or his I think he had 3 pieces on display. So that was good to do, and then got back, and there was a small group event at church that we went to for an hour or 2 after that, and that's the weekend, and back to work today. Like I say, I'm feeling probably 80-90% again now, so it wasn't drudgery to get through the day like it was a couple of those days last week. So anyway, let's get onto our tobacco tin here. I'm going to set my pipe down. Got an interesting one here today, another oldie. I'm betting it's probably easily 100 years old, and I don't know much about it. Got Twin Oaks mixture, and there's not really anything for identifying marks that I can find on here. It just says the Twin Oaks mixture. Got the price tag on the bottom of the tin there, and then their usual government notice for where it was made and stuff. But beautiful little tin. I don't know nothing about it though. Don't know who made it or what kind of a blend it was, but It's interesting that it's actually got a round lid on it, or arc shaped, and the hasp is different from most of them that I've seen. It's a beautiful tin. Kind of the gold with the red. The backside is the same, but just a little bit different. Twin oaks on the top. So yeah. Tried to do a little bit of research online and couldn't really find out too much about it. Some estimates that the tin is from the 19 teens or 20s probably, so I mean we're 100 years old. But beyond that, no idea. So get another one for the shelf to be back there. I think Paladin had commented that we're getting quite the collection of tins back there, and like, yeah, I've got a nice spot up there for a there for a shelf. Planning on making one all winter long, and I could slap something together in about 10 minutes, but I want to do something a little bit nicer than just something you slap together in 10 minutes. Like that other shelf unit there. That one I've actually got about 40 hours, I think, in that thing. Which you'd never tell by looking at it, but it's actually only made out of pallet wood. But I don't know if you can see that there's the shelving in the back, and then there's a sliding shelf right there that can slide over so you can reach what's behind, and then the shelf over on the other side does the same thing. It slides over, and there's no nails, no screws, no glue in the entire cabinet. It's all fastened together with traditional hand-cut joinery with wedges to hold things together rather than nails or glue. And the only screws are, I got a French cleat that holds it to the wall, and then the whole shelving unit just hangs on that French cleat. So I want to do something similar, but I don't really want to spend 40 hours making another shelving unit, so I might cheat and maybe nail some of it together. We'll see. But got a little bit of a yabo here too. We're running out of time, but I'm gonna share a little bit of it with you. Subscriber by the name of Luke contacted me a number of weeks ago now, and I had mentioned something about the Burlier Morning Pipe that I hadn't tried it yet, and seems like it's been available now in the last week or two a little bit, but at the time when we started communicating, it wasn't available, and he had part of a pouch and he decided he didn't care for it and wanted me to have it, so he sent me about a half a pouch of Burlier Morning Pipe. So thank you, Luke. And he had sent a little something extra in there too, because when the box showed up, I'm like, apparently he had emailed me a couple days before, but that was when I was sick and I wasn't checking my emails or anything, or honestly, the comments, I wasn't even, I'd read a couple of them, but I hadn't responded to any until I was feeling better on, I don't know, I think it wasn't until Friday or Saturday that I actually got back to any comments. So, but he'd told me what was going to be in the box in the email, and so when it showed up, and I read his email before I opened the box, and there was a little something extra in it. Got a 7-day pipe stand here. I like this one because it goes up against a wall. Most of my other pipe stands are kind of more freestanding, and they seem to take up more space on the desk or bench or whatever. But this one is nice that it'll go up against a wall. It's a couple of horses there for a, what do you call that, a ferrule? No, I don't remember. I'm not good with my terminology, but and it does need a quick restoration, and it won't take too long to get it back up to looking pretty like that one that I restored a couple months ago. So thank you, Luke. Really appreciate it. It's above and beyond, but is Greg Tunnel Take says more YTPC awesomeness. And that's the truth. Speaking of Greg Tunnel, he was my very first subscriber, so thank you, Greg. I think he'd actually subscribed before I even posted a video. And when I did post a video, he gave a shout out, and boom, got a bunch of subscribers off of that right away on the first or second day. So, but going back to Luke's gift with the Burlier Morning Pipe, I did have a quick bowl before I had the Amphora tonight, and first impressions was pretty good. But it seemed similar to the Handsome Stranger, that by the time you got, half, 3/4 the way through the bowl, a lot of the flavor was gone. That was kind of hitting you in the face at the beginning. It was just another burly, mild aromatic tobacco by that point. So, of the three that are similar, the Burly Morning Pipe, the Burlier Morning Pipe, and the Handsome Stranger, I gotta say that I think the original Burly Morning Pipe is still my favorite. Probably this Burlier is number 2, and the Handsome Stranger is number 3 for me. But I'll maybe have to do like the Idiots with Pipes did here a couple months ago. They kind of tried all 3 of them side by side and kind of picked out their favorites from that. So based on the one bowl that I've had of the Burlier Morning Pipe, I wouldn't mind getting another couple ounces probably. But I'm glad I've got a few ounces of the Burly Morning Pipe on hand, especially if it's going to be discontinued or possibly reformulated to maybe better, maybe worse, who knows. So, kind of going back to this Amphora that I'm having now. See, I've only had a couple of bowls out of it, and I haven't had one probably at least a couple of months. And of course, I only got my Tupperware set up here a week or two ago. So this was pretty dried out. I mean, not completely crispy, but close. So hopefully a month or two in the Tupperware at I think I got it at about 60% right now, humidity in the Tupperware. So hopefully another, like I say, couple months and it'll kind of be back to where it needs to be for moisture level in the tobacco. But this must be getting down there. Looks like there's a little bit left, but it doesn't want to stay lit. Well, I'm talking too, so can't really expect it to stay lit when we're talking all the time. But kind of amazed that my phone held out here, because when I hadn't been out here for a week, the phone that I use for recording, my old phone, of course it'll discharge if it's not being used. So when I came out here tonight, I was going to start recording, it was at 3%, so I better plug it in and get it charging. So apparently it must be charging faster than it's discharging, because it hasn't shut off on me yet. So but yeah, probably better get going here. Not sure when I'm going to get another video out. I'm planning on going up north this weekend. Nobody in the family is going to be able to come up with me, I don't think. I'd really like, it'd be fun to have one of the kids come up with me one of these weekends, but everybody's so busy, and so I best get up there and get some of the stuff done that I've been wanting to do for weeks and haven't been able to get done, or I haven't been up there in weeks. But well, now the snow is pretty well melted, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal to get in and out again. I think last report I checked on the internet, there's like 4 to 6 inches of standing snow up there yet, which should be able to drive through that. That was my concern, because get it cleared out. But Mother Nature's taking care of that for me, so. But that means spring's coming, and that means bears are going to be waking up, so I gotta try to make sure I get anything that could attract bears in the tent to get that out of there, and give them easier targets someplace else on the property that don't care if they wreck or not. Yeah, it's not going anymore. So, and we're pushing a half hour here. So, I guess with that, I'll let you all go. It's good to be back. Thank you for sticking with me for a year. For those of you that have been around that long, and see what the next year brings. So, once again, Joshua Stewart, Pipe Up North. Have a good day.